about the piece that I didn't get. Okay, so I'm doing a show in Pasadena about 15 years ago, and I have this beautiful booth of all French, Italian, European antiques, and this guy comes by, and he shows me this photo of this little table, round little table, French table, with porcelain plaques, flowers, blue and white, and a gallery. Now, one of the porcelain plaques was completely missing, so I'm thinking, damn, where am I going to get a porcelain plaque made for this table? Then there was a piece of gallery missing. Gallery is the pierced galleries, always the French tops. It has this little rim. It's like a rim. So I think, God, where am I going to get a piece of gallery missing? And the guy wanted $2,000 for the piece. And I wasn't about to go to the guy, hey, you know, I'll give you $500 to the, these people, because I know they needed the money. So I went and looked at this piece, obviously. It was out by Santa Anita racetrack. We went to the bagel store, got some bagels, went there in the Saturday morning because the show was a 4-day show. And so I looked at it, and then I had the photo. So then the next day I was at the show Saturday, and I see this dealer, this friend of mine who specializes in porcelain. And I go, hey, Matthew, come here, Matthew. Is this 19th or 18th century? Because if it's 18th century, porcelain, French porcelain, can be very valuable. If it's 19th century, it's just copies of an 18th century style. They've been copying it every 50 years. So he looks at it and he goes, 19th century, my friend. I go, oh, okay. So I don't buy this piece. So about 6 months later, I'm doing the show in Chicago. That was at the Pasadena Antique Show. I'm doing the show in Chicago, and all of a sudden, from across the room, I hear this, Arik! I thought you were the 18th century kid! And I'm setting up a booth at the Chicago Spring Antique Show, and I go, what are you talking about? So I walk about 100 yards over to Buzz, and I go, Buzz, a friend of mine, Buzz and Company, real nice people. I say, well, what do you mean? He goes, why didn't you buy that piece? Like, what are you talking about? He goes, that round table, da-da-da-da. Anyway, it was an 18th century table. There was a pair. The other one had been missing for 240 years. It belonged to Marie Antoinette. Real quick, let me back up. So the dealer, another dealer buys buys the table. He puts it on the floor at the Pasadena Antique Show. There's this dealer that comes by from Israel and New York. He always would come and bombard the shows and look to buy there, like right the first day to try to get the best things. He's got these big eyes. He's Egyptian. He's really knowledgeable, really smart guy. So he comes by, he sees that table. He goes to this guy. And he goes, hey, how much for that table? The guy goes, I don't know yet. I don't know. So the dealer in New York goes, I'll give you $10,000 for that table. The guy goes, I don't know right now. I'm a little bit, no. He goes, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I know where we can sell that table for a lot of money. We'll split it. He goes, okay. They ended up selling it at Sotheby's in New York. It brought $2.8 million. It had been missing for 240 years. It belonged to Marie Antoinette, and it was in, I believe, the Versailles. So, but it gets better. Then the dealer goes to the other guy, goes, hey, I never said I would split it. So they had some lawsuit or something like that. But after commissions, they each split, I think, $900,000. The guy bought a condo in Tahoe. So that is the piece I did in my. So ever since then, I've really done a lot more research and been able to really find out more things before I sell them. And as a result, it's been very good.